Welcome to Isaac, where today I've returned to the controller because I finally got it back from downstairs. As in, I bothered to do the 30-second walk down a flight of stairs so that I can get back onto the control scheme I've grown accustomed to. You might have noticed there very briefly as well on the character select screen, I did give back into the addiction of playing as Tainted Lost because there is something very special about that character. Despite the fact that out of all the Tainted characters, it's not the most, mechanically unique. In fact, it's arguably the least mechanically diverse out of, any character in the game. Because it's just the Lost, but with some stuff taken away. I suppose, of course, you get the unique items or whatever. But there's something about it. You know, there's something about the appeal of this character that gets less mundane items. Even that alone is just so appealing. Not to mention the fact that, you know, like I've said before, if you get down to the third floor, you're guaranteed to get perfection. And that's such an interesting trinket in theory. Very rarely in execution, because every single time I get the friggin' trinket, I always end up not getting any items that have any sort of luck effect. But, you know, in theory, there's something very fun going on there. It's just in practice, whenever I get up to that point, I never actually have anything. You son of a shit. Did you do 2.5 hearts? Oh, sorry, 1.5 hearts of damage. That can't be right. So, back to old Tainted Isaac. And as I kind of reminded for myself more than anything else, but also for a couple of you who maybe didn't see the episode we played as Tainted Isaac for the first time. Or perhaps those of you much like me who have perhaps forgotten. Tainted Isaac works by only having 8 items available forever. Spacebar item does not count as one of the 8. You can only take 8 passive items. And, that's it. It doesn't start with the active item like regular Isaac either, but instead, when we get passive items on a pedestal, or I guess any item on a pedestal, it will quickly flip between 2 possible choices for items. I think it's only 2 possible choices. I haven't really played it enough to say for certain quite yet. Played a lot, very, very dangerously today, aren't I? I think it's because, oh, God. Well, I mean, Isaac is a very intense game, so I apologize if there are some frame dips occasionally like that. You know, it's understandable. I've only got a 3090 and a Threadripper, so it's not really much of a surprise that this game would be somewhat laggy. I've never noticed that. Oh, no! Don't ever talk to me. Oh, God, that's... Whoa. That is primal rage-inducing. We could have had an incredibly fun, guaranteed victory, or fucking Papa Fly. Oh, that's put me in a bad mood. There, they do flick fast, eh? I thought we'd have time to grab it. I'll be honest, my brain wasn't really quite yet in Tainted Isaac mode, so I saw it in my monkey Isaac brain overtook. You know, me see, death's touch, me take. Bosses go brr. God damn it. I bet someone's going to throw together a super compilation of all the streamers who play Isaac. And the amount of times they make that mistake. The kind of great item blindness. If that doesn't already exist, there you go. There's a gap in the market right there. God damn it. I'm livid. I'm angry. This boss fight better be incredible. Let's just do it. Bot bombs is not a high tier item. I suppose it would make sense just to use the 5 bombs and then... What was the other item on the pedestal? Did I even check? Or was it something worse than bot bombs? In my anger, did I ignore the next item we could have gotten as well? That sounds about right. Cube of Meat or Booster Pack. Booster Pack could be incredible. But... Cube of Meat. Do I want one of my 8 permanent items to be Cube of Meat? No, I don't. So we'll take Booster Pack. 2 of Clubs. Joker. Fantastic. Double Joker. Fantastic. It's already paid for itself. Right, so we've got a choice now of... Oh, Gimpy, Horror of Babylon. It's such an incredible combo. Gimpy... Oh, man, I guess Deals with the Devil and Deals with the Angel are incredible with this character too, then, aren't they? I want Gimpy. And I want Horror of Babylon. We're going to go hard early. Kapow. Wait, did we not get... Oh, was it half a red heart? Wow, I really don't remember how to play this game, eh? Let's put down Wheel of Fortune. Let's blow it up. Okay. Should have 2 of Clubs before that, to be honest. I was kind of expecting to get Maybe another bomb from the Wheel of Fortune. What, blow it up, get a bomb? I don't think that's how that works. Well, okay, then. So, we're going to hang on to Joker. Honestly, a deal with the devil right now for us is pretty pointless. We could go for Angel Deals. Oh, we've already set precedent now. I think even if we refuse the devil deal on this floor, even though it's our first one, because we've already agreed to a devil deal, it's not worth it. That I will take. We shoot faster tears out of one eye. Oh, sorry, I should say we shoot tears faster out of one eye. Not really the best item, is it? I'm going to pop that here. Against a boss like you, it's probably not a terrible idea. And we haven't exactly had any DPS upgrades yet, so this was, well, I suppose we have with regards to, the item we just picked up, whatever the hell it's called. And I want to get rid of these bot bombs. I know that it's you know, we should just treat them as actual bombs. That was a bit of a waste, but... Oh, God, I should have saved them for bloody baby fucking Plum. Get out of here. You suck. Right, let's save the rest of the bombs now. Don't get too lazy with it. The thing is, I do want to be able to refuse that deal with the devil. So if we get hit here, that's going to be quite disappointing. I'd love to see how Angel deals with this guy. Because you can get Angel rooms that have, like, what, 4 potential items up for offer? Fuck. I fucked it. I fucked it. I knew I should have used that bomb. I shouldn't have been so conservative about a bomb. Right, let's get out of here. On the plus side, now we are Whore of Babylon mode. This is an okay run so far. Gimpy, Whore of Babylon, nice combo. Means that we can try and keep ourselves in the Whore of Babylon state, and we've also got a method of generating hearts. Just don't die in this room. This is not the easiest of rooms. It's not the hardest. Just got to be careful of unpredictable enemies. There you go. Okay, we're good. Honestly, I haven't played Isaac in a little while. And I did a few... Like properly played Isaac, you know. I did a couple of those Tainted Lost runs. Those were pretty fun. But those aren't how you keep your Isaac skills up, huh? Which is very much a problem for me right now. Given that we've got Noita also in the mix on this channel, just to try and keep things decently fresh, Skyrim is taking up all the time on this channel as per usual. When Skyrim subsides, it'll be a lot easier for playing games like this where you have to maintain a particular kind of skill level to be good at them. I suppose if we don't get to deal with the devil on this floor, we could just... If we Joker card and then walk out without taking anything, would that count towards maybe setting an Angel precedent? We could also play a Cursor Room, which with Gimpy has its own potential as well. If we lose this Spirit Heart, I could be persuaded to make some Cursor Room plays. It's Cursor Room on every floor, right? I feel like I use them so rarely, if ever. It's one of those things I never really think about. I don't think we've ever actually properly done a Cursor Room, have we, on any run for this playthrough? Do we want Jacob's Ladder, an excellent item, or Belly Button, a not-so-good item? In terms of damage... Well, actually, in terms of utility, I would say Belly Button is actually very good, but in terms of damage, Jacob's Ladder is up there. It's an S-tier item, for sure. S-tier? A-tier. High A-tier, though. Okay. Is there a Curse Room? Sorry, just a... sorry, Sacrifice Room is what I meant to say. I've been calling it a Curse Room all this time. My God. No Sacrifice Room yet. We could do it with that, because that allows you to set an Angel precedent as long as you sacrifice enough HP. And with Gimpy, we've got another benefit to that in that we might actually generate some Spirit Hearts. Wow. Let's get in there. And then we've got the Joker card for being able to double down on our Angel plays too. Very nice. Okay, this should be very, very easy at this point. Obviously, we aren't a Whore of Babylon anymore, but to be honest, I'm okay with that. Because if we do get Devil Deal now, and there's an exceptionally good item, we could potentially take it. It's a bit of a gamble. Well, it's a massive gamble. But we could do it. That's the important part. Nice. God, this tears delay is kind of throwing me off a little bit. I keep thinking I'm, like, stepping it too fast. There we go. Nice. PJs or breakfast? I would like... PJs. No. God, that's a hard choice. I think we're in a Spirit Heart run anyway. So I'm going to take that. Then I think actually what I'm going to do is let's go back to the Curse Room. Crack it open. See what's in there. I think there's no reason not to go to Curse Rooms while we've got Gimpy, because the chance of getting something out of it is there. It's not significant, but it's there. Dead Cat is obviously an incredibly good pickup right now, so I'll take that happily. we keep the respawns. Now, in traditional Isaac, if you were to say reroll all your items, you keep the respawns even if you lose the dead cat item. But I wonder for transformations, whether you have to have picked the items up or whether you have to keep 3 guppy items on you to actually get that. Oh, that's a shame that we got that at this point, eh? Right, let's leave. Let's teleport to the Devil Deal. Okay, so this in theory should count as refusing a Devil Deal. I mean, we didn't, you know, not go in the door. But this might change our Devil precedent significantly. So let's see where we go with that. I'm hoping we can see Angel Deals with this guy, because we haven't seen it yet, and I have a feeling they will be incredible. The Angel Deal pool is small. I believe it's still smaller than the Devil Deal pool by a significant amount. Actually, I wonder if it is. Because they've thrown a lot into the Angel Deals that weren't previously there. Oh well, hopefully we'll be able to see. Still Devil Precedent. Okay, fair enough. So let's go into the curse room. We've got a Guppy. And I'd rather try and go for Guppy early when we've got items that we can swap out, like Butt Bombs and, well, Booster Pack we swap out first, because Butt Bomb still has something going for it, right? Ooh, Fake PhD is very good. Or we could take Incubus and essentially double our damage. A horrible night to have a curse. Right, how do we switch this one? Oh, no, I don't know the button to switch, this one? There we go. Let's switch to you. There we go. Permanent Horror Babylon. Jacob's Ladder, Incubus. DPS is incredible right now for us. Range down. That's not ideal. Infested. And our health doesn't look great right now, but with the Gimpy plays potentially being factored in quite soon, it's really not as bad as it looks. Come on. I'm really hoping we can get Guppy early, just in case it is a you need 3 items. To be honest, I think after this episode, I'll probably look it up. I'll probably look it up and take a peek and find out the mechanics, because this is something that you either learn by doing and potentially screw up an entire run in doing so. Because if I'm trying to keep items to see if we get Guppy or not, either we lose Guppy by, you know, swapping an item out that we actually needed to keep to get the transformation, or we don't need to keep the Guppy items, we're missing out a bunch of items we could have taken, and instead we've kind of kept a bunch of fairly useless passives, like Guppy's Collar. Oh, I suppose Guppy's Collar you would need to keep on you to get the effect of, but definitely Dead Cat you don't. Judging by previous kind of character reroll. You never know, this character might work again incredibly different still, so that if you do get rid of Dead Cat, it takes away the respawns, who knows. What it should do is take away -9 lives. So if you've already spent a life and then you get rid of Dead Cat, it should just kill you. That would be incredible. But Edmund isn't brave enough. And I am become my money. Have we been to the item room yet? No, we haven't. God, the damage is so good, isn't it? Exceptional damage. Horror Babylon is also a speed upgrade too, worth mentioning. Okay. I'm going to take... Well, I suppose what we do then is we swap PJs. PJs give you... Actually, I don't know. Let's go to... Okay, how's it I swap them over like this, right? Swap PJs for... Caffeine pill. 4 soul hearts fully restores your red hearts. What if we pick this up again? You say it's not going to grant it twice, is it? That'd be insane. Speed up, size down. I suppose, yeah, I suppose that's better than PJs for sure. Given that PJs just gave us the spirit hearts and that was it. Do I want anything from here? No, not really. Right then, let's head back to our item room. So current items to swap out then is caffeine pill. Butt bombs are up there as well. Those do give us the stinky bombs. But but indeed. But honestly, they're really not that good. They're okay, but they're really not that good. They make enemies unpredictable. We got a good amount of item candidates here to swap out. What have we got for me? Oh, yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, sure, why not? I think we've got to put a bit more emphasis on passive items. Oh, sorry, not passive items. Pickups. Because we're limited on our passive items, we need to be a lot more careful about kind of our resources elsewhere as well. Maybe not hoard so many things. You know, if you get to the end of the run and we've got a load of keys, obviously we've made a bit of a mistake there. Any chance to get an extra hearts or whatever is pretty fantastic. I like this character. I think it's fun. Again, I like the tainted characters that bring back a bit of simplicity. I don't like the over-engineered ones. Proptosis. Ugh. Just a bag of pennies. I suppose, look, sack of pennies we can get some value out of. Proptosis I don't like. I think they've made Proptosis a bit terrible, and our range isn't very good. We did get a range down. Let's take Shiny Rock, and let's take Sack of Pennies, because that way we get something permanent out of that. Now, I think it probably was also not a bad idea to swap butt bombs for caffeine pill. Get a bit of speed, get a bit of size. Or size downgrade, which for us is obviously the positive part of that. Maybe avoid a couple of shots, move through levels a bit faster, and more importantly, run into a spider. Oh, the Hierophant. Thank you. Right. Oh, even shops are affected. Well, of course they would be. Why wouldn't they be? Right, then. Do we want to buy blank? Okay, so an active item is probably very good, and I like Blue Candle. The damage from Blue Candle is generally very, very good. We kind of prep it as we go into a room. Hit the enemies while they're all in their kind of starting warm-up position. It's just a good way to clear a couple of enemies from a room, guaranteed. I do like Blue Candle. I think both the candles are very, very underappreciated, aren't they? I'm not going for secret rooms. I don't care about secret rooms. I'm too cool for that. It's definitely not because I might waste the only 2 bombs that we've got. Okay, then. Still wish we could see some angel deals, but that's all right. Look, we've got an incredible run. I can't complain because we didn't get angel deals when we've got, like, Horror Babylon Gimpy going on for us right now. Right. Blue Candle does work very well against these guys as well. Oh, shit. The Jacob's Ladder shots from both of them doubled up there is just insane. Look at that. Wow. Right, let's go in here. Like I said, don't hoard pickups. We can also destroy these with Blue Candle, can't we? Yeah, there we go. I love the fact that killing those also contributes to Angel Deal. Angels do famously love it when you kill beggars. Nice. You know what? Actually, let's stick to Jacob's Ladder rather than Blue Candle for this room. These enemies don't really hang around long enough to line up the shot. Nice. Okay. So we got... Oh, okay. So 8-inch nails are very good. Fast bombs are not. I think I would probably swap out caffeine pill for 8-inch nails. Now we've got lightning nails coming out of our Gimp Mask guys. We are looking very Cenobite right now, aren't we?
We have such sights to show you.
Is that it? Is that the quote? I don't remember. I'll be honest, the last Hellraiser movie I watched was the one on the space station, and that was it for me. that was enough Hellraiser for me. I must have talked about Hellraiser before. I always go on this Hellraiser rant. I feel like I must have already mentioned it on this channel because it seems like the kind of appropriate one for it, especially this series. Hellraiser is a bunch of movies about Cenobites. Well, they're not about Cenobites. It's about people solving this puzzle called the Lament Configuration. I think so, anyway. And they accidentally summon a bunch of masochistic sex demons to Earth. Pinhead and his mates, Butterball and Vagina Face. That's not actually his name. I don't remember the others. And it's about, you know, they're just kind of horror films about the frightening aspects of humanity. The more extreme aspects of humanity. And that's kind of it. Oh, Blue Candle works really well on this guy. And the first couple of films, well, okay, let's say the first film was very, very good. It's very highly rated. And then the rest of the films go from kind of psychological horror exploring the human condition to full-on batshit fantasy. The second film already goes kind of crazily into batshit fantasy. I don't know if I want either of these. I assume the health upgrades are worth picking up and then putting back down, right? If we don't want either of them. So we take this. That gives us the health upgrade for the Devil Deal. We put it back. We keep the health upgrade. Nice. And then we come in here. And then we trade that for... Oh my god. Lusty Blood or the Pact. Oh, wow. I think I've got to take the Pact. Gives us back a couple of Spirit Hearts. Then we swap... Wow, this is a hard choice. We swap this out for 8-inch nails. Tear delay in your left eye by 28%. Which correlates to, what, a 14% damage increase overall? No, a 14% accuracy. It'd be a damage increase, of course, if we were 100% accurate, which, it's fair to say you're in the wrong place. This is a great run. We could do with a little bit of range, though, but simultaneously, I can't think of any items, ranged-giving items that I would swap out for any of these items we've got right now. I like this character because it really is just Isaac in its most simplest form, isn't it? You've only got 8 items, but you get to really curate your runs, don't you? This character it actually works for me as a player, as someone who played a lot of Isaac, but not enough to keep any sort of kind of muscle memory or skills in place. it's all knowledge based, isn't it? You know, what items combo with what items are good to take at what time. Kind of understanding how items work. And that works for me, because it's about the only thing I'm semi-competent with at Isaac these days. Alright. It's getting very warm in my room. Made a mistake here. Holy shit. I finished recording, sorry to go on this tangent again. You know, I would do every episode. Finished recording Skyrim, and then I immediately jumped into Isaac. And the problem is, because it's summer right now, and I'm in like a tiny... It's a spare bedroom converted into an office. So it's quite literally just my PC desk. A spare PC behind me for, like, at least to use for work or for uni work, or say if someone comes to visit and we want to play 90s strategy games together, which actually has happened already once this year. Giant Cell or Eyesore? I don't like either of those, I don't think. Is there any kind of temporary one-off items? I mean, we could swap, what, like bag of pennies? We've already got 33 coins. We've only got 2 more floors of shops. And we've got shiny rock and 8 bombs. So if we do need to buy something in an emergency, we can definitely do that. I think in that case, Your Honor, I've convinced myself that I would like to swap out those 2. No. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I am right in thinking... Sorry, I might have just got this wrong. I saw... sorry, Giant Cell is one where if you get hit, you spawn friends. And I thought that comboed quite nicely with Gimpy and Whore of Babylon. Assuming we get down to that heart level. Oh, no, we've already got Whore of Babylon. I don't know why I thought we had 1 red heart. I assume that works well with Gimpy anyway. Not sure. Is that worth getting? Red a heart for it. Probably not. Should we go to the shop as well, seeing as we've got all these pennies to spend? But normally I am, in between, like say, for example, recording RimWorld, I'm basically forced to take breaks mid-recording. Because otherwise my office gets so hot that it's, like, unbearable to record it. Even now, like, this is the... Fuck. This is the temperature where I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm going to pause recording RimWorld. Open my window. I've got a fan stacked up on, like, a bunch of books. So that it's kind of, like, parallel to the window. That way it can suck in cold air and blow it at me. But I can't keep my window open while I record, otherwise the neighbors complain. Overall, it's not. It was a horrible time. Let's swap those out. MacLeod's been taking damage. Yeah, I thought that was good. These are also quite powerful, aren't these Micro Isaacs? Guppy's head. Well, now's the time to test it, isn't it? I think, honestly, at this point, I would prefer Guppy's head over Blue Candle anyway. So I'm alright with that. Let's go down. 1846. We could potentially do boss rush, and we do need to do it with this character at some point. I need a few more health points before I'm gonna commit to that for sure. If we find the skull, we can at least maybe grab an item from boss rush and teleport away with the fool. That's something to... Oh my god, I bet boss rush is so lucrative with this character. 4 pedestals, potentially a choice of 8 items. Massive. And for the most part, free as well. That'd be huge. Pop up. Okay, you know what? We'll grab this. We're not going to get to boss rush. 45 seconds to clear a floor. Super bandage? We could take it and swap it back out, couldn't we? Boom. Give me my health. You take that back. I do like... This character does essentially get free health upgrades, assuming you don't want the other item, and we didn't want the D12, so, I mean, it's very, very good. Well, I mean, obviously all of the characters will be able to get that, but I'm saying from this character's perspective, health upgrades are free, assuming the other item is crap, which is quite nice, because you're not sacrificing a passive slot. It would be very, very harsh if they made you sacrifice passive slots for a single red heart health upgrade, though. That guy looks like a Christmas pudding. Is it a Christmas pudding? You know, like a glazed Bundt. Which is, absolutely going to be the name of this episode. Health up. Got to be careful with that. We do want... I do wish to remain a whore, mummy. It looks like a glazed Bundt. Full of spiders, so I guess my nan's probably cooked that one. God, I hope she never watches his videos. I always talk about cooking. I mean, it's not great. She won't watch this. She doesn't even have the internet. She can't work computers. She's old. And she's very, very, very frail, okay? But her cooking has always been old and frail. Even when she was in, like, her 60s, it was always a sight to behold. Am I going to really full card out of this and go fight Dogma? Yeah, probably not. I think there are better runs. For example, a Death's Touch run would certainly be significantly better in my mind than this run. This run doesn't have the range that I would be comfortable fighting the beast with. I mean, the damage also isn't that good. On the surface, it looks incredible. Now that we've lost Tower of Babylon, it's actually a bit anemic, isn't it? Ow! We did also get arguably the hardest mum boss fight, so that's not my fault. I'm hoping we can wrap this up soon. I did put some dinner in the oven. I cooked something that was like, this will take 35 minutes. Okay, it's going to take 35 minutes in the oven. In theory. I thought that's plenty of time for an Isaac run. It might just be, and I'm not saying that's another reason for not going to Dogma, but it kind of is. Let's get out. I'm hoping we get another deal with the devil soon. We should get one on this floor. 62%? 67.5%. Let's get that deal with the devil. Let's get these hearts gone. Back to Horror Babylon state. Damage and... Oh, you bitch. I didn't want to pling that. Fucker. Yeah, our damage is actually kind of disappointing to say that we've got Incubus, Nail, Growth Hormone, Pact, Jacob's Ladder. Pretty much every item I've gone for. Oh my god, we had to... God, Jesus. I had a second there where I was looking at our bar over at the right-hand side rather than the left. And I genuinely thought for a second I swapped an item out for the Polaroid when I wasn't paying attention. When I was on autopilot. Pin? Yeah, one or two. Ah! Okay. Very nice, thank you. I've been very generous with Spirit Hearts. I think we've had no payouts from Gimpy. And it's all just been like natural good fortune. What isn't natural good fortune is... Well, my dinner's cooking and we're on a we're on a map without a map. So Isaac also has a tabletop card game that I own the first version of it because I thought, I like Isaac, I'll buy this, and it's kind of. I've never played Munchkin. A lot of people said it's like Munchkin, but the concept of it is you have kind of 4 decks or something like that. It's got like enemies, rooms, bosses, and then you play as characters. You're trying to get enough treasure. Which and you roll dice to beat enemies. And that's generally the concept of it, from what I can remember anyway. I've only played it a couple of times, to be honest with you. You shit. Suicide King. We could pop Suicide King. So Suicide King will spawn in a bunch of items relative to the room that you're in, and you will die. We have Dead Cat. The question is, do I want to trade? I mean, 8 hearts. Well, we do get 1 red heart back with Dead Cat, of course, when we resurrect. Do I want to trade 7 hearts for essentially random items, most of which we probably can't pick up or don't want to pick up because of our passive limit? Suicide King is normally a very fun thing to try and pull off, but I'm not going to bother. Anyway, this tabletop card game, it's got an expansion coming out tied into Repentance. I kind of want to play it on something like Tabletop Simulator, get some other people involved. Because a couple of times I played it, I thought it was okay. You know, it's kind of just a fun card game. It's kind of difficult to learn. It's not something you can really just sit down or say, like, not play for a few months and then pick back up. You do have to kind of delve back into the rulebook every single time because it's quite... It, in a way, attempts to recreate what Isaac is in a card game. And obviously, when any board games try to emulate a video game, it's a complete mess. It was a Crusader Kings 2 card game, or sorry, tabletop game. I should say Crusader Kings tabletop game that did something similar. And everybody was linking me to that, like, oh, you need to buy it. But I actually didn't, because I think what they're selling you is do you like the world that this is based on? Because let's be honest, it's going to be nothing like what you are accustomed to, which in that case is, well, Crusader Kings 2 mechanics are. I'm sure there's a lot of references and art and whatever else to funny game. I sure hope Paradox aren't watching this, because I would never disparage their product. I'm not disparaging, I'm just saying for me personally, I don't really get the obsession with board game tie-ins. Because regardless of how good it is, it's going to stand on its own merits, not what it's tied into, you know? Do we want to take either of these? Not massively. Still no deal with the devil. I'm very disgusted, actually, is the right word by that. Torn Photo is very good. What do I swap out for it, though? Shit, Dead Cat. Should we try it? 2 guppy items, though. Oh, it's a gamble. Look, if I knew for sure that picking up the item was... Well, okay, so the way transformations work in base game Isaac, when you do like a D100 and reroll all your stuff, just having the item in the first place was enough to count towards the transformation. And I assume it's probably the same here. But I don't want to risk it, because we're one item off of being guppy, and to be honest, the run's comfortable enough where we don't need... You shit. We don't need that item. You know, we don't need Torn Photo to win. Far from it. But it would be kind of cool to see if, you know, to see the guppy coming in. It's been a while since we've had guppy. God, I'm getting absolutely peppered on these floors. Bad dodges. I'll fully admit that. Oh, God, the luck, though. The luck is incredible. Bad dodges, but to be fair, they've been getting me with some real stinkers. Not to mention the fact that we've got the flies, which are killing enemies, getting us hit by their horrible explosive stuff. The range is still fucking killing me as well. I think that's definitely a big weakness. Those are definitely things that you would take for granted in a regular Isaac run, like all the casual range upgrades you get. When you don't want it, it kind of hurts to pick it up. Oh, sorry, when you don't need it, it kind of hurts to pick it up. It's like, oh, great, a range upgrade, which is something you could have absolutely gone without it. But you notice now when you're limited, like, shit, maybe I did take them for granted all this time. I'm sorry, range upgrades. Perhaps I judged you too harshly. Okay, I don't like this guy. I will admit, also what's kind of throwing me off, and this is a purely out of practice problem. I keep looking at Incubus and thinking that's us, and I'm kind of dodging on behalf of Incubus as if we're playing with like Isaac's Heart or something. It's a 2-room. Rerolls all pickups in the room, so we can bring pickups in, drop trinkets on the floor, whatever, and get a play from that. I would, however, like a play from this blood bank. Oh, I wanted to be careful not blow it up. Ah! 3 bombs. What a waste. You can go down to no hearts now, can't you? Yeah, there we go. So we've got permanent Polaroid invincibility. We've got Horror Babylon. This is good. Now we're in a much better situation. I do want to try... Next one we do with this guy, which will probably be next episode, because I do genuinely enjoy this character for a quick pick-up and play of Isaac. I think he's one of the better ones. Same with Tainted Lost. I think they're both very, very good specifically for this purpose. We've got to try... Fuck. We've got to try Angel Deals, haven't we? We've got to give that a go. For sure. Might get a Gimpy payout if we're lucky. Really, I should be picking up all the red hearts and trying to convert them into Gimpy payouts. Or you can still play it with this. Got to be careful we don't pop it. I also don't really want Blood Bag. IV Bag would be okay. I might even be persuaded to swap that for Guppy's Head. Because then we're talking like, would you prefer invincibility? And all the extra power from Horror Babylon. Or flies, which do a significant amount of damage, I won't lie. We've got time for Hush. You want to go for Hush? 28 minutes, my food's going to burn. It's okay, it's in the air fryer. I'll try not to mention the air fryer on this channel, because last time I mentioned the air fryer on on another channel, someone felt the need to point out that they are just convection ovens. Yeah, it's a convection oven with a timer that automatically stirs my food, though. When you're a famous YouTuber like me and you barely have, you know, time to feed yourself, that's an incredible invention. Well, my one stirs itself. I know they all don't. I bothered investing in this Actifry. I'm not going to name the brand. They don't fucking deserve it unless they're going to pay me. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You shit! How was I supposed to dodge that? That's exactly what it sounds like. Thank you. Bloody Gust. Oh, this is a danger one. I like it. We can take Bloody Lust. No. We can take Pentagram. And money equals power. What does damage here? The nails do damage. Money equals power would do way more damage, and it would get rid of our red hearts. Well, look. Chance of getting a guppy on the next floor, exceedingly low. Penises. I didn't mean to press that button. Oh, God, you fool. I was trying to remember what the button was to swap items. Well, I would have taken money equals power and swapped it out for what I was about to say, dead cat. In hindsight, what I may have done is... Fuck. Not got the benefit I wanted from that deal with the devil, which is... No... Red hearts. I will admit, I'm playing this very fast and loose. Completely unnecessary deals with the devil going on here, but, oh, thank you. Okay. Right. This button. Let's do it. That was a 2.6 damage upgrade. Massive. Massive, huge. And now if we do get another guppy item, we can answer definitively whether or not you need all 3 guppy items. If we don't get the guppy transformation, fair enough. It would have been better to keep Dead Cat rather than Money Equals Power in that situation because the DPS from the flies would have been way higher. But here we are. Are we going to win this run? I think that's very debatable. I wonder what happens to the chests in the chest. Do those turn into item pedestals that you can pick random items from, I wonder? That'd be kind of cool. Damn, that would give you like 8 items to pick from the second we get to the next floor. That's massive. Oh, we still have mods enabled, by the way, which is why you might have noticed some graphical changes, but that's why we've got the better doors. The better doors mod, I love it. It's such a minor change that... a big Achilles heel for me with mods is graphical similarity to the game that you're modding. Like the Vanilla Expanded series in RimWorld, I will always say this. I always hold that up as one of the best modding projects ever because it matches the base game aesthetic of RimWorld so perfectly. A mod works great. I know we're fucked now. Oh, we lost... It did work the way I joked. It took our lives away. You... I said that as a joke and it actually did that. Oh, I'm salty now.